What up, what up, what up? It's your homie Maal The Pimp, and welcome to the PIMPOHOLIC TV Podcast. I got a real special guest right here. Let me introduce who I got. Me and this guy go way back, long time friend of mine, long time business associate, partner in this rap game, this music industry right here. This guy started out doing this thing in Johnson City, Tennessee, East Tennessee, went down to Atlanta, started doing this thing, Greenville, got history in Chattanooga. I'm talking about my homeboy, Qbosilini, aka Qball. What's going on? Welcome to PIMPOHOLIC TV, and how you doing, man?
What's up? What's up, pimp? What's going on with you, man?
I'm cool. Where you at right now, bro?
Oh, man, I'm in FLA, man. You know what I'm saying? Chopping no game down here, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make some things happen.
All right. Networking across the country. That's what we do. That's what we best at. You feel me? Let's get right into it, though, Qball.
Oh, really?
You've been doing your music thing for a minute, man. How did you actually get into the rap game? What avenue did you pursue to actually, get that shit started? Let us know that.
Man, you know, we going way back with that. You know what I'm saying? But I can cut to the chase, man. You know, like I started real young with this music thing, but it wasn't until I really met my partner Julio in probably like 96. You know what I'm saying? And he owned a label called Big South Entertainment out of Atlanta.
Right.
And he actually signed me and Alley Boy. So we was on the same label, you know, but we did a whole lot of music, man, but we never got nothing out. But at the same time, you know, I would come back and forth from Atlanta to Chattanooga and put it down with Fam Records. You know what I'm saying? Which Fam Records is really where I got my name from. You know what I'm saying? Where I established myself as a producer and an artist. You know what I'm saying?
I will speak on that, the relationship with Fam Records, which is a household name in Chattanooga from 97 until 2003. I was a part of that label. That's where me and you met at. Explain your connection to Fam Records, how that got started, and some of the work that you did
there. I knew Sambino, God bless the dead, you know. Yeah, and and Big Vinny, you know, the Shark,
right,
from years back, like mid-90s, you know what I'm saying, when they would come to Greenville.
Right.
And so we just always stayed, you know what I'm saying, like close, like brothers. We always been like brothers, man. So when he knew I was in Atlanta, just an hour and a half away from him, he like, hey man, come down here, let's work. So he introduced me to Charlotte Thugger, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we just started putting it down, man, and it was nonstop. You know what I'm saying? Before we knew it, we had the Rock On album, which I produced like 80-90% of that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
You're right about that.
And then I was on a few songs. I wasn't the best rapper back then, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't slow either, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
It was like I was super young at the time, and like to be, you know what I'm saying, for Charlotte Thugger and, you know what I'm saying, Big Vin and just the whole Fam Records to take me under their wing like that, a little young ass white boy, you know what I'm saying? That was some real shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I was amongst the gangsters, you know what I'm saying? So
you was about that. You right about that.
So it really gave me my street cred, you know what I'm saying, and my notoriety at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Let's speak on being a white boy who was rapping back then. We talking before Eminem, before Machine Gun Kelly, and before all this, you know what I'm saying? So really, to be honest with you, probably coming right after Vanilla Ice. So it wasn't really just and what was the other group? Third Base, I think. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just popping like that. Like the white rappers wasn't the thing at the time. So
it was like,
go ahead, explain the struggle of being a white boy coming into a predominantly black song.
You know what I'm saying? You had them white rappers, even though, you know what I'm saying, like, people will say, this is a black culture, you know what I'm saying, it's for black people. But at the same time, you still got to give credit to Rick Rubin and the Beastie Boys, the Beastie Boys, because we kind of made this thing together with just more blacks than it was whites.
I can agree with that.
But at the same time, when you had folk come out like, Third Base and Beastie Boys and Marky Mark, Vanilla Ice, it kind of made it hard for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember, coming in and rapping at house parties and shit like that. And, it would be like, oh shit, Vanilla Ice got the microphone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Marky Mark on the microphone. Oh shit. then you know what I'm saying. Then it was like I was steadily pushing. I was steadily pushing to get my name out there. And then I remember, you know, hearing Eminem. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit. You know what I'm saying? But he was dope. But you know, it just wasn't my style. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, dang. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be that next thing. You know what I'm saying? The next one coming. And then you know, then you had just, you know, Haystack, Bubba Sparks, and all them. You know what I'm saying? Them boys from the South started coming and really doing their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So that really opened up the door for me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me having to take all them hits, you know what I'm saying? They kind of paved the way for me. Even though we might,
Go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying even though me, Bubba, Haystack, and all that, even though we might have started rapping at the same time, they got out there first. You feel me?
Right, they did. You're right. That's true.
Yeah, so it just paved the way for me. You know what I'm saying? I had to take less punches. Is all.
So like with you, Qbal, you've been around a bunch of what could be so considered, you know, gangster artists or street dudes or whatever. Like, was there any struggles that you had to go through as being a white artist getting accepted? Was it open arms immediately?
Yeah, it was open arms immediately, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, back then, if you know what I'm saying, like your integrity was a whole lot different. You know what I'm saying? Your word was different. Your word mattered. So it was like, okay, if this dude vouched for you, we all fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So like I said, fam, open arms. You know what I'm saying? And when I was in the A, you know what I'm saying, the real A, the old A. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Talking about like, you know what I'm saying, 96, 97, 98, shit like that. Edgewood was a whole different place. Yeah. And, you know, Edgewood is where I stayed at. You know what I'm saying? With Lil Kirk, you know, Allie Boy, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. His whole family embraced me at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I remember coming down the block one day, you know, just walking. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't see no white people in them parts unless they were junkies. You know what I'm saying? And I remember they were about to gang me. You know what I'm saying? And Allie was like, hold up, man, that's cute. So they was like, all right, my bad. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, you know, it was a lot of people vouching for me, man, just on some real shit.
Right. Shout out to Allie Boy. So we call him Lil Kurt. We know him as Lil Kurt, but the nation became known as Allie Boy. So shout out to Lil Kurt, man. You know, we made him back in like 99 through Qbal. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Lil Kurt, man. Real souls right there, bro. So, all right, Qbal, let me ask you something. This might be the same question, different words. When did you finally get to the point where you realize, all right, it don't matter whether I'm black or white, the fact that I'm dope, that's all that they looking at. When did you finally realize that that's what it was about? What gave you that little mentality?
Man, it was just like, you know, like I said, when they was just embracing me, you know what I'm saying? Like I just forgot about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then for some reason, a lot of folks would always think, you know what I'm saying, I was mixed anyway, you know what I'm saying? And which I'm not, you know what I'm saying? My mom and daddy both full white, you know what I'm saying? But I guess, you know what I'm saying, so that kind of helped me out a little bit, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, I think I'd be mixed, or I would be Puerto Rican or Italian or something like that. And
I can see the Italian shit. I can see why they say that. I can see that.
Well, you know, that's where the Cellini came from. The Qbosilini came from.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
Yeah. But Big Vinny actually gave me that. You know what I'm saying? Actually gave me that name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was so many people using Qbal. You know what I'm saying? I used it because I was the white ball on the pool table.
Right.
But, you know, when we started getting on the internet, and I was like, damn, I Googled my name, and I got Qbal. Even black bald-headed dudes named Qbal. You know what I'm saying? So, and Big Vinny was like, man, you look Italian anyway. Won't you, you know what I'm saying? Then one of your favorite artists is Spice One. Won't you just Qbosilini? I had to keep Q because that's what everybody would call me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we did.
Gotcha. Now, okay, now you did a thing with Big South in Atlanta. You came, you know, you was never signed to Phantom Records, but you definitely had a big impact on the music we was doing, from the production to the lyrical that you brought to it. You know what I'm saying? And you probably was the first white artist that we dealt with. Now that I think about it, you probably was the first.
I don't remember no more.
Yeah, probably none after that.
I don't remember no more.
It was real G's, you feel me? So, you know, you was in that circle right there. Now let's go to like 2001, Wide Open Records. How did that situation happen? Who was the brains behind that? Speak on that a little bit.
in 2001, what had happened was I was down there, you know, the whole time I was in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, we was recording. And we had, you know, music on top of music, just never had got anything out because we weren't happy with it, you know. And my dog Julio, you know what I'm saying, he was the money man, and some shit happened where the money stopped for a good minute. So it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying, I mean, when I was there, he had me, you know what I'm saying, you know, paying for my own crib, paying for a crib, you know what I'm saying, he had me, you know, hooked up. And so when that stopped, it was like everything was like, okay, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna start working jobs, or am I gonna go back home? You know what I'm saying, and try to start this thing on my own, which is what I did. You know what I'm saying? So I moved back to Greenville, and I don't know how old I was, man. You know what I'm saying? I might have been 18, 19 years old, but I remember I took out a loan. But what I did at first was I wouldn't even think about no music, right? I was thinking about putting some beat in my car. You know what I'm saying? I had like probably $2,000 or $3,000 worth of equipment that I had ordered at the stereo place, and I finna beat the block down. You know what I'm saying?
And the white Cadillac.
I had the black Cadillac at the time.
Okay, all right.
And then my homeboy was like, "Man, the fuck wrong with you?" He said, "All this talent you got with this music," he said, "You know ain't no studios around here. So why the hell is you going to go put some music in your car?" He said, "Man, you better tell them you don't want that shit and go buy some studio equipment." You know what I'm saying? So I said, "You know what, man, you right, man." So I mean, the stereo play, they were mad as hell at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I like, "Nah, I want it." "You don't want it?" "Nah, man, I want it." So they had to send all that shit back. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what I did. I got my equipment going, and I recorded everything. I made my own beats, recorded, you know, everything, and I put out a little CD called Dirty White Boy.
Okay.
You know, and this might have been, I think this might have been before I heard Bubba or Haystack or one of them. So that's why I was really going with Dirty White Boy as a Dirty South White Boy. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I remember when I put that thing out, I remember I let Shouty hear it, you know what I'm saying? And Shouty was like, "Man, this that thing, you know what I'm saying, man, send me this, you know what I'm saying, bring these to me." Like he had chat going crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Over my CD. It was like the CD with the I had a like my homeboy, I took a picture of my homeboy's rim. It was a Dayton, and it was a gold rim, and I put that on the cover.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. And so so I got the noise. Shortly after that, man, I got some noise from one of my homeboys named DJ Jimmy out of Kingsport, Tennessee, probably like 30 minutes away from Greenville. And you know, Jimmy had that money, man. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, "Man, what's up, man?" He was like, let me, you know, say, partner up with you on this label. Let's be partners, and let me put this money behind you. So that's from that point on, bro. It wasn't number up. You know what I'm saying? We went up all the way, and that's what really got everything into motion, man.
Okay. So Jimmy was the money man behind Wide Open.
Yeah.
Who are some artists you collaborated with him backing you?
BG. I think BG might have been the first artist. We flew out to Detroit. And I didn't even know how much BG was charging or anything, man. I remember he hit me like the day before, bro. He hit me the day before, and he was like, "Hey, man, pack your bags, dude." This is how he talk, "Pack your bags, dude." I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Man, we catching a flight tomorrow, man. We're going to Detroit, man." I said, "What's going on?" He was like, "You gonna do a song with BG, man?" I was like, I said, "Bro, what the fuck I'm gonna put him on?" He was like, "Hey, dude, I don't know, dude. That's your department. Just make the beat, man." So I made the beat. I made the beat, right? And I wrote my verse the same night. And that morning, we hopped on the plane, and then we got a rental car. We headed to the studio in Detroit. And I'm like, "Hey, man," I said, "You know, and this one, I think this one T.I. was first coming out too. And he could have got T.I. for, like, you know what I'm saying, the same price." And I really was feeling T.I. more at the time. But I said, "How much, you know what I'm saying, he charged you?" And he was like, 10 racks. And I was like, "What?" I said, what tip charge? Man, he said the same. He said, "But you know, I'm fucking with BG a little hard." I was like, "All right, man, fuck you, you know, let's do it." So, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, how Kizzle, you know, his brother ended up, you know what I'm saying, dropping the hook.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? So it was a done deal. But, you know, yeah, BG, then I did, you know, I had Haystack on there. And then Then I had got Cool Breeze and Khujo from the Goodie Mob.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So keep in mind, you know, this before internet and shit like that. You know, nowadays we send the track, they send it back with the verse on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to physically go in the
Going to
studio.
studio back then, yeah. Them the good days. Them the good days.
Yeah, and I remember I went to Atlanta to do to a studio to do the song with Khujo and them. And I remember getting out the car. I had only talked to Khujo on the phone. I had never, you know what I'm saying, met him. He didn't know what I looked like or anything. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have none of that. And Khujo was like, you cute? And I like, yeah, bro, I'm cute, man. He was like, you white boy? And I was like, yeah. He like, all right, shit, man, fuck it, let's go. So, like, after we did the song, though, Khujo tried to sign me. You know what I'm saying? Khujo offered me 2 contracts.
How did that not happen?
I was being loyal to Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. And because I felt like, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, you know, how Master P was talking about, hey, man, turn down that $1 million, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can go get 50, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was our mind state at the time. But like Khujo sent me a contract for an artist. You know, he wanted to be an artist on. He just started Goodie Mob Records. You know, him and Timo and Gip started Goodie Mob Records. And he wanted me to be the artist on there. And I said, I can't leave Jimmy. He was like, well, what if, he said, you don't want to make it on the beats, right? And I said, yeah. He said, what if I give you a contract for a producer? I said, all right, send it to me. Let me see what they're talking about. But, you know what I'm saying? He sent it to me, but it still wasn't. I could have did that. You know, Jimmy was cool with it. But it was kind of exclusive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what
and
you mean.
it wasn't no signing bonus. And it only gave me, like, you know, every artist on the label, I would only get maybe 2 tracks on the album. You know what I'm saying? So I just wasn't gonna be making no money. Right, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'd be like, damn, I should have took it. It might have established me a little bit more. But you know what I'm saying? Everything came out. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at right now.
Situation like that, man, it really it's you got to go with your gut on that. And if you want your gut, you said don't do it, then cool. But the flip side, like if that had been me, and I could have did that without being just totally obligated with my time being tied up over there. But every once in a while, I get y'all 2 or 3 tracks and have my name placed on shit. The way I was able, I can use that to charge other people more. I probably would have from that perspective.
Yeah, see, that was the catch. So I couldn't do no work outside of Goodie Mob Records, as far as production. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but we really took that album. I put out the album Ain't Stopping Nothing, you know, which was the song with BG.
Right.
And, you know, we had Def Jam South behind the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jimmy actually paid Def Jam South, you know, which is something that you didn't do. You know what I'm saying? But he paid Def Jam South to promote and market Ain't Stopping Nothing. At the same time, they was doing Ludacris. You know what I'm saying? So the street team, the Def Jam South street teams will be out there in the streets at the same time promoting my shit too. You know what I'm saying? So we had some slick shit going.
Well, at the time, was Scarface the president of Def Jam South at this time?
That's how I met Scarface. You know what I'm saying? Me and Scarface, you know what I'm saying? He knew me from back then. You know what I'm saying? And I was actually on the set of Hustle and Flow. You know what I'm saying?
In Memphis.
I got experience shit like that just fucking with Def Jam. Yeah, so I was out there. You know what I'm saying? I got to meet John Singleton, go on the tour bus with Luda. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just a cool experience. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I want to move on. I'm talking about one of the album that I had from you, was probably my favorite album, the Gladiator album.
Man.
Let's talk about that Gladiator album, man. I mean, what was your mental when you put that album together? What was the goal you was trying to achieve? You know, just speak on that Gladiator album a little bit. That's the one that I used to play from beginning to end right there.
I'm gonna tell you something though, Maal. Like, I hated that album.
Why?
I hated it because I felt like, you know what I'm saying, we had did so good with Ain't Stopping Nothing. You know what I'm saying? They was rushing me to put out the next album.
For a follow-up,
Yeah, for a follow-up. You know what I'm saying? We had Dirty White Boy in 01. You know what I'm saying? Well, now actually, that's what it was. We had Dirty White Boy in 01. So they was rushing me for that other one. So we did Gladiator Days first.
Okay.
Then we did Ain't Stopping Nothing.
Okay.
So Gladiator Days, like I was cool with Dirty White Boy and I was cool with Ain't Stopping Nothing, but like Gladiator Days, man, it was like we rushed that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, a lot of people like it though, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got it back there in my CD case right now, bro. I got it glad.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I got it back there. The CD, not scratched, none of that shit. I still got that,
Damn.
bro. I still got that.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
All right, now we're gonna go to 2016. Your first music video on record that I know of, Murder. Talk about that, man. Who shot the video? Murder was a song off of what album? And you know what? I mean, you know, just talk about this. Is your first video right here. So you've been on the scene doing music, but now you got your first visual. How did that feel, man? And you know, well, you know, just talk about that. Expound on that for a minute.
I'm trying to think who was it that didn't shoot the videos around here, man. Part named Bobby, man. He shot that video. I can't remember the name of his daggone of his little video. You know the video now. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. He from around here?
Yeah, he from around here, man. Bobby, man. I think he stay in Cleveland.
I never met him. I never heard of him.
Anyway, he dope. He real dope, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll see like a lot of cats around here. You know what I'm saying? You'll see his logo on their videos, man. But like, you know, like what I got to talk about before that though, man. You know what I'm saying? What that big gap. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Cause what had happened was, man, it was like Jimmy caught a charge. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we was up, man. We was up. We were doing it. We had Def Jam rolling with us. You know what I'm saying? And I was actually supposed to be on Too Fast and Too Furious, the soundtrack. They had a song picked out, you know, called Simple Man, and it was like everything fell apart, man. Jimmy caught that charge. So it was like people turned it back on me. Everybody turned it back on me, man. You know what I'm saying?
That happened. I've been there.
Yeah. I wasn't the money man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Jimmy went away. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy went away, and I ended up, you know what I'm saying, getting married. You know what I'm saying, for 10 years, and it was like my music career was like non-existent. You know, it was just a bad, toxic relationship, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not speaking bad on nobody, but we just wasn't for each other. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I moved back to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I moved back to Atlanta, and I lived there for a long time. And in 2014, you know what I'm saying, I had enough, man. I said, you know what? I'm finna go. And I moved here to Chattanooga, where I had, you know, a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? A lot of homeboys were really down for me. And I started back up with the music. You know what I'm saying? So I've been recording and doing everything like that. And I finally said, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Julio lives here now. So we kind of linked back up, you know what I'm saying? And he helped me with the video. Say, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Let's go holler at these folks, and you know what I'm saying? Put this thing out and get this shit back going, man, because people still want this real music. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we did, man. We put it might be a murder, you know what I'm saying? Put that out, you know what I'm saying? And you know, my homeboys King of the Beats out of Kentucky, they made the beats. You know, so it was on again from there. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. When that was a murder, did an album come behind that?
Yeah, The Beautiful Struggle. And what I did with The Beautiful Struggle, yeah, that's my favorite album to this day, man. You know what I'm saying? I put out that Beautiful Struggle. I was putting it out on my own, and I had reached out to Spice One.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, and we ended up re-releasing the album through his label.
All right, let's pause right there, but that was my next question. Now, Spice One, West Coast legend. All of us know him from East Bay Gangster, Murder Hero 187, all this type of shit right here. He's been putting it down. Now, this is an Oakland legend, West Coast legend. He recently started his own situation, Thug World, then Thug World South. They say you reached out to him. Give us the detailed step for step. How did that situation actually happen, from reaching out to actually becoming, okay, I'm your artist? Walk us through that right there.
We know I had done a song called Strap, which, you know what I'm saying, was interpolations of rolling with my motherfucking strap on the side of me. You know what I'm saying? His song from '94. And he hadn't heard the song yet, but I just told him, man, I reached out to him. I think it was either email or Twitter or something like that. I couldn't believe that. You know what I'm saying? You don't usually get to talk to the artist. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it. So I was like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? What you charge me to do this, you know, record or whatever? And he was like, you know, I normally charge like $2,000 or whatever. But But I was like, all right, man. I said, how do I send the money? And he was first he had told me, you know what I'm saying, like Walmart to Walmart or Western Union, something like that. I said, hey, bro, I don't feel like I'm talking to Spice One, man. Call me. So, and it was like a couple days before he called me. I was thinking somebody trying to get me. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have at the time. I don't think he had no blue badge or anything. You know what I'm saying? And he finally called me. I was like, oh man, that's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, go ahead and send me the track, though. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll send it back to you. But when he got the track, man, he loved it so much. He was like, Bushwick Bill was in the studio with him. You know what I'm saying? And Bushwick ended up jumping on the song too. And I just didn't put that version on my album, but it's on YouTube.
Okay.
But they all love the song so much. Spice was like, you know what? He was like, I don't want no money for this, man. Don't even worry about it. He was just like, I want you to be my first artist. It's like I'm starting my label, you know what I'm saying? Which he had Thug World already, you know what I'm saying, as a label for a while, for a few years, you know, before me. But he was the only artist on his label.
Right.
So I was the first one he signed, though. So that's how that all, you know what I'm saying? That's how that all happened.
So then you signed with Thug World and you put the imprint on Thug World South. And then from there, you re-release The Beautiful Struggle. So talk about now that you got a major artist behind you. What's the difference in when you put it out versus when he had his stamp on it? What difference did you see?
Man, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm doing songs with, you know what I'm saying, like A-Ball and MJG and Lazy Bone and, you know, Bob Greasy and just, you know what I'm saying, Daz and Psychodrama. It's just the list goes on. Brother Lynch Hung and like back then these were people that I would have to pay to get the features for, just like the BG shit. But like now it's like I got somebody behind me like him where I'm not having, you know what I'm saying, to back pay anything, you know, just like, you know, we'll catch you on the back end, you know what I'm saying? Get money through sign exchange and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like his name carries so much weight, you know what I'm saying, it holds so much water, man. It's like everybody fuck with Spice, man. It's like damn near Tupac. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, that's why I say I'm glad things worked out the way they did, because like Spice influenced me so much growing up. It's like, if you told me I was finna be signing him back in '95, I'd have been like, hell no, that would have been like a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? Which it did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with my little situation right now.
Yeah.
You know?
It seems like y'all got a nice little, you know, bond and connection. You know, I got to throw it out there. You know, all three of us was out there in L.A., Hollywood together, about a year or two ago. Qbosilini and Spice One was out in L.A. and Hollywood. Maal The Pimp was out there in L.A. and Hollywood, and we all linked up and did our thing out there in the hotel with ticket for a minute. You feel me? But out there, more importantly too, you was out there doing your networking thing, and I saw that y'all did Vlad TV. Speak on you being an underground artist, being on Vlad TV with a major platform like that. How did that feel, bro? You know, just kind of elaborate on that right there, because that's a major platform to be on Vlad TV.
I mean, it felt good, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I felt like Vlad was doing it just because he was doing it because I was Spice artist, but at the same time, he probably was doing it as a favor for Spice.
Of course.
Because I could tell he didn't do any research on me. You know what I'm saying? Like the questions he was asking me was like, do you use the N-word? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, man, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? This what you asking me, man. But at the same time, I was stiff. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was my first real, you know what I'm saying, like TV interview and shit. So I was like, you know what I'm saying, I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't loose and, you know what I'm saying, joking around, anything like that. And Spice felt that too. But he was like, you know, hey, man, it's short. It's still just the exposure. You know what I'm saying? So.
It is, hey, but that's when you got to let it go. That's when you got to let it go then, bro. Fuck the stiffness. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a platform like that, you got to, and he can pick up on that comfortable swag that you got. That'll make him more interested right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it was like soon after that that interview dropped, it was like I had a blue check. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that's what's up, man. You know.
Right.
So
that's how it happened, man. So let me ask you, what can we expect next from Qbosilini? In the solo projects, in the collaboration with Spice One, in the new albums, videos? What's coming next from Qball? That's what we want to know.
I've been, you know, like the game changed so much, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's kind of, to me, even though some people dropping albums here and there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been dropping singles back to back.
Gotcha.
Because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you look at Spotify and Apple and all that, they put all your songs together right there anyway. So it's like, you know, what's the point? If each my latest song is gonna be right there together when you go, you know, click on it.
Right.
Like they got this shit covered. So it's like I just been dropping songs with like major artists back to back. Like I just put out the OG status.
Yeah,
which, you know what I'm saying? The original is Me Frost Forever, you know what I'm saying, which is an artist on our label, MJG and Spice. And then we did a remix with Me Frost Forever and 8 Ball, Big Mike and you know, Yuck Mouth from the Loonies. So, you know, and it's all about I'm just trying to really bring real music back, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to correct a lot of people sometimes because they'll say, and they don't mean nothing bad, but I know they don't mean nothing bad about some of them might, you know what I'm saying? But like some of them be like, you know, yeah, you got that old school sound. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, this shit ain't old school, man. It's like, you can tell the difference between, I know you can, Maul. You can tell the difference between something that sounds outdated and something that's just an old school vibe. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I think you're trying to say. I might be wrong. The difference between something that sound outdated and versus something that sound original. You know what I'm saying?
No, like I'm saying, okay, you might hear a track and you might hear these snares, right?
Right.
And you be like, we don't use them snares no more.
All right.
That's an old ass snare. We don't use that shit no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then you'll hear something like my OG status. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that might be trying to say something else. You know what I'm saying? They sound old school. But I fuck with it. That sound old school. But I be like, it ain't old school, man. It's just real music. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then a lot of times the haters, they'll say old school because they don't want to say that's real music. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the game was kind of going like this, then took a left. And it's like a lot of the young dudes, they make that music, and then I feel like it should be a whole different genre for that because like we be busting. You know what I'm saying? And they be singing their raps.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like pop rap. It should have that genre, pop rap, because that's not rap.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, right now, Q, man, I'm a real artist. You're a real artist. We come from that real artist era. Not taking nothing away from what's going on there at all, because they got their own sound. But like a lot of music sound the same right now. You understand what I'm saying? Like
man,
it's no identity from this artist. Like this dude sound like this dude. Him sound like him. In this coast, y'all all sound alike.
If you look on my artist page, I had just made a post where I posted the iRobots.
I just saw this. I saw it today.
Yeah, and I said that's rap music right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no, and then they be looking at me like they looking at me strange because I'm different. You know what I'm saying? Like and I be feeling like I'm in the Twilight Zone, Mal. You know what I'm saying?
Stick to the script, bro. Stick to the script.
Have you ever seen that episode? I don't know if you watched Twilight Zone.
I get what you're saying, though.
But there's this episode where it was Captain Kirk on the airplane, and he kept looking out the window, and there was a monster tearing the guts out the wing, trying to make the airplane crash, right? But every time he would tell somebody, they wouldn't see him. He would dip off. He would take off. So they thought dude was crazy. So that's how I be feeling like, damn, I'm in the Twilight Zone. I'm the only one to see this shit, that hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I be feeling sometimes, man.
Nah, it's just everything sounded like. So if you got somebody that like you who's from the other generation, but you're still dropping music in this era, you're not gonna sound like them. If you try to sound like them, you're not gonna feel comfortable with yourself.
Yeah, it's like, you know, they still audience for this real music. And when I say real music,
it is.
When I say real music, I'm not saying these boys ain't real.
Right,
I'm not saying
they not speaking.
I'm not saying they're not speaking no real shit. That's not what I'm saying. I mean the creativity.
I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like singing hooks. You know what I'm saying? Live guitar. You know what I'm saying? Really thinking that shit out what you saying. And I'm not one of them conscious rappers. I'm not. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what we used to say back in the day when we would hear Common or Talib Kweli and all of them. We would say, oh, they conscious rappers. Right. You know, now they try to label us as conscious rappers because we be saying that shit whack right there. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's up. You know what I'm saying? We just spit real fucking music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Period.
Cause we still stuck on lyrics and bars and song structure and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's still an audience for it. It's still an audience for it,
bro. It is.
You know?
It is, man. It is. And like, you know, we can't convert to the new music that's going on. We can listen to it and be like, we like it, but we can't make that type of music because we don't come from that. You know what I'm saying? And if we tried, it wouldn't feel original. It wouldn't feel right.
It wouldn't feel right. Like I can do it. I jump on anything. You know what I'm saying? I can do it, but that's not what I jump on it for a feature, but that's not what I prefer to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I guess if you go out there and get a job, you know what I'm saying? You can do it. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't what you prefer to be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna put your heart into it like you would if you owned your own business.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I get it, bro. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, Q-Ball, man. So before we go, man, let everybody know your social media information so they can follow you, subscribe, do all the type of stuff you need to do to keep in touch with you after this, man. Give it to them, man.
Man, Qbosilini on everything, man. Qbosilini. That's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I think I got a 423 at the end of it, man. But you know what I'm saying? You'll find me. Just, you know what I'm saying? Look up Qbosilini, man. And you know, I'm pushing big my new music. You know what I'm saying? We got a video coming soon for that OG status and the Day by Day with Lazy Bone. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So we working real hard, man. Me and old Speaker the One. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Salute to Spice One West Coast OG, man. And I want to appreciate you, Q-Ball, for tuning in, man. Thank you very much, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, we go way back, so it don't stop here. We're going to definitely be in touch, man. And salute, man. Much love and keep doing your thing, bro.
All right, bro. We out.
Yeah.